What's holding you back from retiring today? In today's video, we're going to discuss 3 things you should consider. Hi, I'm Larry Sprung from Midland Financial, where we strive to bring joy to your money journey. First thing to consider is inflation. Inflation is something that will always be there and increase your need for income because, let's face it, things get more expensive. Looking back to 2022, 2023, where inflation ran rampant, people saw prices increase exponentially. And if they weren't prepared properly, could have been surprised by much higher expenses. And let's face it, you're probably going to be in retirement for a long time. And that means that prices are going to increase by that inflation number each and every year. So if you need $50,000 or $100,000 or $200,000 of income today, we can be pretty rest assured that that amount will be much different 10 years from now. 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, there's no way that that same amount is going to have the same buying power for us then that it has for us today. So you need to plan appropriately for inflation. Another thing to consider is Social Security and how to maximize that, right? Because we're going to start collecting Social Security at a specific age. We have the ability to start collecting Social Security as young as 62, or we can wait till as late as age 70. Now, the important thing is you have to understand and know what your retirement date is according to Social Security. Because if you start collecting prior to your full retirement date and you're still working, you're going to have to give back part of your Social Security. So you're going to want to make sure that you are maximizing that Social Security benefit based upon your situation. And it may mean waiting till 67 or maybe even 70 for your situation, because remember, your Social Security amount once you retire will remain the same. It will increase by inflation each year. So when we talked about inflation earlier, we don't have to worry about our Social Security income not adjusting for it, because that will. But you have to account for that inflation aspect in other areas. But key will be maximizing your Social Security benefit for you and your spouse if you have a significant other. We've all heard the old saying, health equals wealth. And unfortunately, we don't know what or how long we have to live. But it's important that we plan for it. We do know that people are living longer and they're living healthier. So we have to make sure that that money lasts for those periods of time. And we also have to prepare for the opposite, because although we're living longer, sometimes we need some assistance, some extra care. And there are costs associated with that assistance and care. Now, how you go about it, you may decide to self-insure, and what that means is you save additional money to protect yourself against a health event where you might need some kind of long-term care. Or you may decide to prepare for it in another way by getting an insurance policy that might assist in the event that you need that care. The important thing here is you have to do what's best for you and your family and understand what you need to do in terms of covering yourself for the event that you live well into your 80s or 90s or even 100, and that if you have a health event, you and your family are protected. These are just a few of the many questions that you should be asking yourself as you're approaching retirement. Some of the others may be, well, how am I going to spend all this free time? Where am I going to derive joy in my newfound retirement? How can I make sure that I am as physically fit as I could and should be so I can live my life in the best way possible? These questions are equally as important as being financially ready for retirement. If you have more questions, I'd love to keep the conversation going and see where you are on your money journey. Click on the links below. I'm Larry Sprung from Midland Financial, and I hope this video brought joy to to your money journey. If it did, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of our future videos. With that, we'll see you next time.
The opinions voiced in the Larry Sprung YouTube channel show and the word Sprung are for general information only and not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual. Past performance is no guarantee of future results. All indices are unmanaged and may not be invested into directly. Investing involves risk, including possible loss of principal. No strategy ensures success or protects against loss. To determine what may be appropriate for you, consult with your attorney, accountant, financial, or tax advisor prior to investing. Investment advisory services offered through CWM LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Carson Partners, a division of CWM LLC, is a nationwide partnership of advisors.